everything is so focused around the music. You feel like you're in a place of music lovers somehow, and I love it. The first time I came to Grafenegg, you see all these fields, and it's kind of factories and fields and nothing, and then suddenly Grafenegg is there, and with the castle and everything. It's like a fairy tale. That's kind of the first thing that meets you, really. I wouldn't say Wolkenturm gives you the feeling of being above the clouds, but it's perhaps a bit the same feeling of a skyscraper. That when you look at it, it kind of reaches for the clouds. It reaches for the sky, which is the most striking thing about it, I think. When you're on stage in Wolkenturm, it feels very intimate and quite close to earth in a way. But I can imagine sitting in the audience and you get this structure above the orchestra that it feels quite spectacular, I would imagine. Nature influences my work a lot. I live in nature, in a tiny place with only 3,000 people in the Norwegian mountains. So every day I'm in nature. It keeps me sane, and it is, of course, a wonderful source of inspiration for all music connected to nature. And quite a lot of music is connected to nature. So I think it's a wonderful resource to have in my life, at least. Well, working with Norwegian music for a Norwegian conductor, which I imagine is the same for any conductor conducting their homeland music, is something special. And I take particular care when I work with it, always, because I feel like it's a part of me. I feel like it's a part of my identity and who I am as a musician. I've, of course, studied that music and played that music since I was a child. And I know very well how I want it to be. I was very lucky to be a cellist first. So when I first started conducting, I had a very clear image of what kind of conductor I wanted to be. I wanted to be someone that I would have liked to play with myself. That, of course, made learning to conduct very efficient for me, because I knew exactly what I wanted to learn and what I didn't want to learn. So this was a gift for me to have this baggage as a cellist coming into the profession of conducting. Of course, I am more used to working with strings because that was my whole training as a musician. But as a conductor, you need to have Fingerspitzgefühl with the entire orchestra, of course. It's wonderful to work with the Tonkünstler-Orchester, and they are, I would say, an honest orchestra. You get instant feedback on the difference between 100% and 98%. A lot of orchestras kind of have a buffer. They buffer when the conductor doesn't quite hit the mark, but this orchestra doesn't do that. It's honest. The feedback you get is what you give. So it's very rewarding for me to work with them, because they sharpen me as a conductor. So I love working with them for that reason.